Hey guys, I'm Bormai, and in today's video we're going to be talking about some settings. These are primarily, full disclosure, primarily controller settings. There are going to be some settings that do cover PC or controller. However, it is primarily controller. Also, it is pretty much just secondary settings, things like sound settings, video settings, button layout settings. Now, if you want to find some other settings like how to have your vertical or horizontal scroll speed, ADS speed, stuff like that, you can check out a video here. I'll also leave a description in my comments below for a couple other settings videos that could help you out. Hey, if you guys like these videos, could you leave me a comment below? Let me know if you find these helpful, if you like them. Also, if you like the video, hit the like button. Let's like this video. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you're new and you want to find your way back for more basically Warzone action, hit that sub button, turn notifications on. And let's jump into the settings video. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be talking about some settings today. Let's go ahead and start with the controller. We're going to talk about the button layout, okay? So, I like to use the tactical. I like the R3 button, where my right thumb goes, to be crouch, prone, and slide. You might be asking yourself, Bormai, why would you want to change that? Why not have that melee? In regular Call of Duty, Team Deathmatch, whatever, I would normally have it. But for Warzone, you're going to find out you use your crouch, prone, and slide way more often than you ever use a melee attack. If you don't believe me, next time you play, pay attention. Do you slide more? Because if you do, if you slide or you crouch, if you prone at all more than once or twice a game, I guarantee you it's much better to have your thumb on that right thumbstick than to have to move it to whatever button you have set to crouch or prone. I promise this will make a big difference in your gameplay. Next, let's also talk about controller vibration. Guys, if you have this enabled, disable it like right this second, okay? Having your controller vibration turned on, basically if you're getting shot at all, your controller is going to be vibrating and it's going to make it hard for you to aim. It's going to make it easier to aim if your controller's not vibrating in your hand, messing with your thumbstick movement, okay? Under use reload behavior, I like contextual tap. Basically what this does is it taps to reload or to use. Now it will have priority on tapping to pick up, and if you hold it, it will always reload. And I mean, you hold it down for a second and it'll reload. Armor behavior, this one 100%, I apply one at a time. That's my personal preference. A lot of people I talk to, they prefer to have it apply all. I don't like to have to cancel it. It's already impossible to cancel putting on one. It's hard enough to cancel. So when it's in the middle of a gunfight, if you accidentally hit that button and it puts them all on, it's just longer. You got to wait before you can get into the action. Personally, I don't like that. Your slide behavior. Now this, I like tap. Some people like to hold it, but since I changed my settings, like I said, to tactical, where it's now my R3 button, I prefer tap. It just feels much better. Auto sprint, I don't like this. Auto move forward, I also don't like this. That's my preference. Some of you might. I hear great things about it. I just hate when I try to run to cover and I try to stop and now it's in the auto run and I run past the cover and die. I don't like that, so I turn that off, okay? Under general settings, we're going to talk about film grain here. If you look at any pro player, they're going to turn off or turn down and get as close to the bare bones as the game as they possibly can because they don't want it to take up CPU or processor speed, and they don't want the game to look dressed up. Basically, the developers, they dress the game up to make it look better because they want it to look cinematic. I don't need the cinematic look. I turn the film grade down. You can turn it all the way off. I like a little bit, so I just turn it down to 20. Another one is your world motion blur. If you have this on, things look blurry, and I notice that you tend to miss enemies standing still, so I don't want to miss those guys and get shot in the back or in the side as I'm running by. So I turn that off. Again, you're going to find most pros do this as well. These are all PC settings here for these blur settings and the film grain. Weapon motion blur, same thing. It makes your weapon look blurry as you're moving left to right, up and down. I don't like that. I want it to just look like the game. I don't care if it makes makes me feel like I'm more, submersed into the world. I don't want that, so I turn all that off. Minimap, guys, if you haven't turned your minimap to a square yet, I don't know where you've been. You haven't watched anybody else's settings video. The square shows you more of the minimap. It is very helpful. Trust me, you're going to love the square. Minimap rotation, yes, you want it to rotate with you, so if you are going west, it tells you you're going west. It doesn't lock things too. Like, I get confused when it's locked. Maybe you don't. Good for you if you don't. Compass, directional. I like the letters and the numbers, so I keep that on. I just like to be able to tell my guys, west 227 instead of just 227. And then audio settings, there's really only one audio setting here we're going to discuss, and that is the boost. I have gone through all of these settings and tried them all, and for my at least personal headset, I find boost works the best. I'm using Astro A40s right here. Also got some A50s. Both of them I like boost best. They are I feel like I hear the surround sound now. If you've played this game more than once, you're gonna know the sound in this game is awful. You can't really hear the footsteps well. In my opinion, this one is the best as far as directional footsteps, but none of them are great, so just keep that in mind. And I believe that is all of the settings that I would talk about. All these volume settings, this is all preference. I hate the loud sounds, so I turn them down for the most part. I like the effects up because I like to hear my hit marks and incoming hostile or incoming precision airstrike, whatever. I like to hear that. Under account, I don't think there's anything here, and I can't even show you that, so that's it. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, I did something right, and I appreciate you sticking around. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please do so. I'd very much like to see you as part of the community. And hey, I hope these settings helped you at the very least, whether or not you subscribe or you ever come back. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, I'm Bormai signing out, wishing you happy gaming.